pre-season, but I don't really count that. But yeah, I can't do nothing. It's Adriani's there. Next is Thiago. Yeah, he's had 5 minutes. I don't even think he played pre-season. So if I was going pre-season, if Adrian did, but I'm pretty sure he did, probably what people might swap him because of that, which is fair enough. And next we've got Bicetic, who's played about 3 games this season. Again, injuries and hit him, so what can we do? There's not much need to explain about that. Hopefully he's back next season, which I hope he is. I think we will be disappointed if he's not. But yeah, he's played about 3 games this season. Pretty sure he's played 2 in the cup and then 1 in the Europa League. You felt good that is, I could be wrong, but he has played more than them 2, so I guess it's fair. I mean, he played. Yeah, you understand. Thiago's literally played 5 minutes, played 1 bad pass against Arsenal. That's it. Adrian hasn't played in pre-season, I believe. And Bicetic, I'm pretty sure, played in pre-season. Again, I could be wrong about that. I absolutely might be wrong about that, but he has actually played he has played more than 5 minutes. Yeah, let's stop talking about that and get the next lad in, which is then Doku has played a bit more this season than Bicetic. Obviously, if this was based on last season, Bicetic would be higher up. Ben Doku didn't really play. Obviously, he was still quite young. He still is young, but he's been making up ranks. Obviously, he did get hit with that injury. Hopefully, he will come back fine. But yeah, he has played more than Bicetic. I think it's fair. Some of these, like the bottom ones, some of these will probably go off appearances. I kind of don't want to do that, but you sort of got in some ways, you've got to understand, because impact wise, performances wise, like he has played like 4 or 5 games more than him, and he played a lot more in them, so it's only fair in ways. And number 21 on this list is unfortunately Joel Matip. And again, it comes sort of with injuries. Again, some of you guys may disagree. Fair enough, I do understand basic logic again, like I said, which I don't really want to go by, but most of the reasons are going to be appearances, and some people have done a bit more. So, that's why Matip obviously was decent before, but didn't got that big injury. Yeah, and most of these, if not all of them, have played more this season than him. So, next up, I have got not Costas Simikas. Where is he? Andy Robertson. And for a player like him, I'm thinking, why is he so low? He got that injury. His comeback hasn't been the same. Has not been the same. That's all. I don't care what anyone says. Obviously, match fitness. That's obviously one of the main big reason why. And I think the man in front of him, Simikas, has been a little bit, but there's not many appearances in between them. But I think could see you put him there, which I think change my mind now. It does, just because that performance thing, that game-wise, does just knock it a little bit. I think that's fair. I think that is fair now, speaking about it, but he's been so good, so glad to home. I think, like I said, give him a few more games. I think he might maybe up there, depends on how well these do, which they are doing quite well now, so I think they're quite fair. And then it's so hard. It's so hard between these guys. It's so hard. I think it's gonna be Elliot and then Curtis Jones. The two young boys in the midfield. Jones has played Waffle at one time. Elliot, right wing. Again, like I say, it's so tough. It's so tough. Curtis Jones surprised me the most of anyone this season, in my opinion. I've always backed him in my heart. I was hoping he'd always get back. The same with Gomez. He'd always get back then. I've always been rooting for Elliot. And they're doing so well. And I'm so glad. I think it's so tight up there. And this could be anyway. If you want, guys can disagree. Absolutely. Yours guys might be similar. Yours guys might be completely different to mine. But I think that is fair. Again, you could maybe put Shorter down there, which I would understand, but he's so prolific. He's so prolific in them games he's played. I know he got injured. He's so prolific. It's unbelievable his finishing ability is. I think that's why he still hasn't been picked yet. I feel like the numbers give disrespect, but if I could all give them top 5, I would probably give them top 5. Like from Keller above. Everyone else on this list I'd give top 5, and then these I'd give just below. But they've all been excellent, and then obviously below that. But obviously, that's obviously not part of the thing. It's just so tough. Like I said, your guys might be something. Your guys might completely off. You might horribly disagree with mine. It's just, but yeah, I think. Again, yeah, right. Let's move on. And I think it's so tough again. I think this spot goes to Dominic Szoboszlai for me. Number 10. Yeah, I think 10 as well. I think he's a workhorse. I think some of his the odd appearance from him I think he is our